place between day and night.
The place between awake and dreaming.
Reverie, noun, a state of being pleasantly lost in one's thoughts, a daydream, an instrumental piece suggesting a dreamy or musing state, a fanciful or impractical idea.
Nice. People ask who we are.
Who are those guys?
And I'll tell you, we're storytellers.
Part of that ancient race that's been around since the beginning of time.
Ancient man used to gather round campfires to tell stories.
Worlds are created by the stories we tell.
Worlds within worlds. We've seen so much.
We have to record it all. And so we gather around the campfire
and reach into our past.
Back into our thoughts,
our memories, our
reveries.
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 In the early 2000s, I was doing the Atkins diet, and I was all caught up in it. And when 9/11 happened, I watched those towers fall, and I was just thinking, yeah, Probably gonna take a cheat day here.
Yeah.
Just a little cheat day.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to take mind-expanding drugs anymore. Court order. My mind was expanding too far. It was encroaching into other people's thoughts, creeping into their mental territory. The city enacted a zoning ordinance. From now on, my mind is only allowed to wander within a 2-block radius of my head. If it goes any farther than that, it'll be shot on sight.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
I love movies, so I wrote a screenplay. It's really good. It's a coming-of-age story. It's about a kid who commits suicide, and then his dad drives cross-country to the Spotify headquarters to find out what was the last thing his son was listening to before he died. Thinks it might have something to do with it. And it turns out his son was listening to the national anthem. So, little political commentary there, just some light satire.
Nice to get a little satire in there.
Keep it light.
Shots fired. When I was growing up, my family got a puppy. The first time he shit outside, we all told him what a good boy he was and rewarded him with a treat. And he caught on quick, because the next time we took him outside, he took 2 shits at the same time. And it was grotesque.
I had a job doing commentary for figure skating, and I was pretty good at it. I didn't say too much. I just kind of hung back and let the athletes skate to the music. And every once in a while, I just chimed in with, it's a little fuck up there. Just a little fuck up on the landing right there.
Just a little fuck up right there.
Sorry for the interruption, I just wanted to point out that fuck up right there.
Hate to be the one that has to do this, but there was a little fuck up in the middle of that routine.
This athlete has been training their entire life for this moment. I did just want to point out that obvious fuck up right there.
That's a 17-year-old out there doing things I'll never be able to do, but it is my job to point out there was a little fuck up right in the middle of the routine. I have photographic evidence that dreams are like clouds that roll in the middle of the night. And if we had the right technology, we could predict them like the weather. That way, before you go to sleep at night, you could pop open an ad, take a look, and see if you need to dress for a nightmare.
Better pop open the app.
Take a look. 60% chance of nightmare.
Looks like a 60% chance of a spooky nightmare.
Looks like a 60% chance of a Freudian nightmare.
Freudian nightmare. Looks like mommy and daddy are getting involved.
A mommy and daddy kind of night.
Freudian night scare.
Daddy's coming through the door. Mommy's under the bed. And I put on my good pants tonight.
These are the best pants I have.
'Cause it's gonna be a Freudian nightmare.
It's a daddy-mommy night scare.
A mommy and daddy night.
Daddy's going nuts on the bed.
Daddy after daddy coming through my door.
Multiple daddy night scare.
The room's filling with daddies. Mommy's on the ceiling hiding, looking down at me. It's gonna be a Freudian nightmare tonight.
I like going to weddings. I love weddings. Although I'm not allowed to organize my friends' bachelor parties anymore, because I kept taking the squad to ancient ruins. Just 3-day itineraries stuffed full of ancient ruins. The more ancient, the better. I can't tell you how many times I've blindfolded a set of 10 guys and surprised them with a bus trip to ancient ruins. Ancient ruins.
Ruins.
Runes.
A set of 10 guys. I've got the complete set of guys. I get free dental work in exchange for letting my dentist experiment with different styles for his portfolio.
He goes hog wild. I'm very rude to customer service representatives on the telephone. I call them awful names. I'm very short with them. It's because I know the call is being recorded for quality assurance and training purposes, and I want my call to be used for training purposes. I need my call to be used for training purposes. I imagine somewhere in the Midwest, they're training new hires at a conference. They're doing break-off groups and team building exercises, and they're listening to a recording of my call as an example of what not to do. And what I've provided them is such a crystal clear example of a bad customer that they grow from it. The employees, they form friendships. They become better workers. The company grows in strength, and well, the stocks that I invested in beforehand, those go sky high.
Straight up.
Just check the graph.
My break-off group's got about 10 guys.
Straight up.
I took in a stray dog and taught him to kiss like a human, to pucker up his lips and kiss, and he loved it. And then I released him back into the world again. And I just hope he hasn't been shot on sight.
Shots fired. Here it comes.
I can feel it.
I've been waiting for this moment.
It's all been leading to this moment.
The barber is about to show me the back. Ah, wow.
The new me.
It's exactly what I had in mind.
Splendid. Breathtaking.
It's an incredible job he did back there.
So that's what I look like. From the back.
I love seeing the back.
And now he's spinning me back around to face the front and... Dad?
I got my father's haircut.
I've become my father. Freudian nightmare.
As long as we can remember, we've wandered this desert, roaming campfire to campfire,
ashes to ashes. When one fire goes out, you have to look for the next fire.
When one story ends, you have to start a new one.
We've been lost in this desert for so long.
We've been lost in the desert for so long.
Is this a dream? Or a night scare?
Come to Daddy. Go on. Take it. Go on. There you go. You guys must be pretty hardcore. I seen that drug send grown men back to the crib. You all must be special. Something about your minds. You seen too much. You had to record it all for so long. Gave you kind of a mind strength. Could be good. Could be bad, though. See, if your mind gets too strong, you get trapped in it. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Daddy. I used to be a man just like you, but then I had kids. Procreated. And my kids made me Daddy. And I got trapped in their creation. You understand?
Freudian nightmare.
I got trapped in the creation of my own creation. As Daddy. You see the world a kind of way. You look around you, you see desert. That's because that's what you were taught. But there is a paradise all around us. If you can just free yourself from the mind prison, you can break out. Now, there are a lot of different ways, but I know a shortcut. Go on. Break out.
Good set of guys.
I could get used to this.
Strange new environment.
Interesting folks.
Oh, there's an alien here.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Excuse me.
Yeah, this is my kind of vibe.
Yeah, there's my kind of people.
Yeah, okay. I could get into this.
Yeah, I'm starting to groove with this.
Yeah, okay, I see we're loosening up a little bit.
Settling in.
Hey, you want to see a magic trick?
Oh, I love magic.
Now you see it, now you don't.
Wait, where did it go?
That's what I'm asking.
Oh, this guy's full of tricks. Hey, pass me one of those. Let's light it up.
Say, this is fun. I'm having a fun time.
We're all having a great time tonight.
I love to be at a party having fun.
The energy is palpable.
Whoa.
Whoa, that alien is doing hard drugs.
You guys really hogging the conversation.
Okay, and he's still talking. Okay.
On, okay.
Yeah.
We get it, buddy.
We've all had a hard life.
You say we make this conversation a team sport. All right.
Maybe get a conch shell going. My turn to talk. Who's that guy?
Looks like a cop.
I didn't know there was security at this event.
Heard there's a cop.
Party foul.
Say, how are you? You want to have a conversation?
This music's hitting me right now. Oh,
Maybe later me and you could have a conversation.
no, I'm just gonna vibe out for a little bit.
Something's happening to my legs.
Something's happening to my hips.
Something's coming up my chest and into my shoulders. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's a rhythm.
Feeling pretty good.
The drinks are overflowing here.
Jesus, I just saw someone's eyes roll back in
I
their
think
head.
someone just touched my ass.
These are the kind of people you gotta watch out for.
I've never seen so many bodies massed together.
Everyone's glistening.
Even the cops getting on the dance floor.
Everyone's moving.
Throw your hands in the air. This is an orgy of abundance.
So much sweat.
Carnival of the mind.
The smell in the air is thick.
I'm gonna go talk to the alien.
Careful. Careful.
I finally have courage to talk to the alien.
Wow, I'm so horny. My eyes are throbbing.
I'm gonna get into the thick of it.
So many bodies.
I wanna get into the middle of the bodies.
One love. Wasn't at this party.
This place is amazing. We're finally in with the in crowd.
I feel like I've always been here. Like I've always been this. This is me.
So good.
This is the real me.
So right.
I feel free.
Was the party real? Have we escaped?
I think not.
When one fire goes out, you have to look for the next fire. Something else controls me.
Something else controls me. When one story ends, you have to start a new one.
But how do we escape? If you go forward long enough,
Eventually you end up back in the same place.
unfamiliar objects.
Find the emptiness, find the silence.
Something beckons.
Whoa.
Find the silence.
Dream car.
Nice.
This is Blues Folk Radio, the only station that exclusively plays blues-inflected folk music. This is Folk Blues Radio, the #1 station for folk-inspired blues music. Coming up next on Blues Folk Radio, a classic song by Happy Delroy. Coming to the top of the hour here on Folk Blues Radio, we've got a song by Sleepy Johnson, and this one really lives up to his name. If you're driving, you might want to pull over because this one is sleepy as hell.
When I meditate, I have a recurring vision that my life is a heist scene. That scene where there's a long corridor full of lasers, and I need to get from one side to the other without coming into contact with the lasers. And I'm really good at it. I'm a specialist, very advanced skill level. But what I don't know is that in this vision, coming into contact with the laser actually symbolizes an opportunity to make money. My life has been a long corridor full of opportunities, but I'm just out here doing my thing. I'm popping and locking. I'm contorting myself around these laser opportunities. I'm completely broke, but hey, I'm just out here doing my thing.
Most people hate waking up in the morning, but I love it. Because I don't sleep the way most people sleep. I do the opposite. When I get in bed at night, I clench every muscle in my body as hard as I can. I open my eyes as wide as they go. And then for 8 to 10 hours, I lie there thinking only extremely rational thoughts. And in the morning, while I may not be well rested, I am incredibly excited to wake up and go back to normal.
I never miss my morning pages.
I never miss my morning pages.
I worked for a minor league baseball team, the Montgomery Biscuits. It was my job to book the between-inning entertainment, to draw a big crowd. So I started booking fights in between innings, just two people fighting on the field as a team warmed up around them. And my trademark was I always had a 15-year-old kid fighting a 70-year-old man. 2 generations facing off. It was always a close fight. The fans loved it. So if you came to a ball game, sure, you might see a home run. You might even see a double play. But you would definitely see a 15-year-old high school sophomore who was spunky yet undisciplined face off and fight a 70-year-old retired war veteran who was accomplished but very tired.
Play ball. I worked as the sound guy for a touring rock band one year. Every night I bumped the bass a little higher in the mix, just subtle enough that no one would notice, so that by the end of the tour, the only thing you could hear was the bass. And then on the final night of the tour, in the middle of their set, I cut the bass completely and revealed that the other musicians had evolved without even knowing it. I watched their creativity take flight.
Straight up.
They emerged like butterflies from the cocoon and went on to successful solo careers, while the bass player fell away like a discarded husk.
Ashes to ashes. Husk to husk.
Straight up.
I worked for a think tank, but in the accounting department, so they didn't use any of my thoughts.
I thought.
I know a couple modern dancers with exquisite bodies who injured themselves while making love and needed medical attention. And apparently the lovemaking was so primal, so instinctual and downright animalistic that they had to be treated at the vet. They were taken to the vet for fucking like animals to the point of injury. The doctor at the hospital had turned them away, saying, "If you're gonna fuck and injure yourself as animals, well, then you will be treated as such."
The way Mother Nature intended. You can tell someone's lying by watching their mouth when they talk. If you pay close enough attention, you'll notice that the mouth is forming different words than the ones that are coming out. The mouth is forming the words the person wants to say, but doesn't have the courage to. And once you notice this, you'll start to notice that most people are lying most of the time. Almost all of what we hear in a day is lies. And there's an entire world going on, unnoticed.
Worlds within worlds.
Of all the things people want to say, but can't.
There's so much I want to say.
Worlds within worlds.
I worked in Las Vegas as a casino clown. Casinos had been hiring clowns to dress up and be silly and loud, and distract everyone in the casino whenever a gambler was having a mental breakdown because they just lost everything. And so I'd be there dressed as a clown, honking my horn, speaking gibberish, crossing my eyes, juggling pins, and holding everyone's attention, full well knowing that one of our high rollers had just lost their entire life savings and was about to go up to their complimentary hotel suite and blow their brains out. So that's living rent-free in my head.
Gonna make for some interesting nightmares. I wrote a memoir just about all the bad things I've done, all the worst moments of my life, and then I published it under a fake name to see if I could transform all those bad parts of myself into a separate identity and distance myself from it. I thought maybe then I could just live the rest of my life as the best parts of me, all the good I've done. But the book became too popular, and that other person I'd made up became too powerful. And now his book is on all the racks, and I can't say his name. I can't tell you who he is because he's too powerful. And I just scuttle along in the shadows, anonymous, but clean.
I'm in the shadows.
But at least I'm clean.
A glimmer of hope.
Nice.
Table for two? There's something about you boys. What am I saying, boys? Y'all look like you're about 40? There's something familiar about you two. You poets? Artists? Musicians?
We're storytellers.
Part of that
I feel like
ancient.
I've seen y'all before. Have you been to the open mic on Wednesdays? Damn, I bet you boys would destroy an open mic. Well, I'll let you two think things over and top you off with some coffee. We like it strong around here. Gives us our ideas. You two might be the real deal. Should fit in just fine around here. I'll go get those menus.
You make me 21 meals?
Coming up.
I think it's important to find your soulmate in high school, within the boundaries drawn by the school.
You think this is real?
A Venus mind trap.
No.
Nice.
Look for the space between thought.
My shadow is getting thicker. I stumble over it when I walk. Dogs lick it, and I feel them lick it. It has nerves now. It's connected to me, an extension of my body. I hear an echo when I talk. Not an echo exactly, but a whisper repeating what I say. At the same time I say it.
Reading.
My shadow does what I do, but more confidently.
Intelligence.
Powerfully.
They say knowledge is power.
Sometimes I think maybe it's getting stronger than I am.
And did you know that everything you read throughout your entire life, all of the information you consume page by page, is stacked up slowly creating a tower, your personal knowledge tower? Even significant experiences are added to the tower.
It's getting thicker.
Page by page. The more knowledge you gather about the world around you, the more you take in during your life, the higher your tower grows.
It's getting stronger.
Some people will build their tower over a lifetime as high as a telephone pole, some even as high as a skyscraper, while other less curious minds will only read enough to reach as high as a tree stump in the woods. And your wisdom self sits atop your tower and goes up and up over time, higher and higher, reaching fresh new perspectives.
It's getting stronger.
The more you
am.
read, the more you live, elevates you to a more satisfying vantage point with which to look out and examine the world.
The world has been bathed in information.
You want to be as high as possible, don't you?
Light has been shined into every corner.
So you need to nurture your wisdom self and give this inner life of yours an incredible view.
The mystery of life has been chased away, and now it's gathering in our shadows. The shadows are getting stronger. I catch my shadow trying to push itself up off the ground. If I stop for too long, it can get itself up to a sitting position. So I try to always keep moving. I think about everything I know, everything I've learned about life, and I realize none of it is mine. It's all other people's thoughts, other people's words. A lifetime of reading, consuming, accumulating, repeating.
You are quite the reader.
I dig down deeper and deeper,
higher and higher,
and never come to something I can say is me.
So at the end of your life, although your old decrepit physical body may be laying in a hospital bed, your wisdom self is sitting up in the sky on a high knowledge tower. You're higher than Mount Everest. You're sitting lotus pose atop the final pages you ever read.
I've been so much.
Atop the final experiences you ever had. I've seen so much. You can see everything.
Been so many people.
And know everything.
But my shadow has been constant since the day I was born.
And enjoy that infinite view.
And now I start to wonder if maybe my shadow predates me. Maybe the shadow is the thing that was here first, and I'm the thing that follows and mimics. At night, my shadow doesn't disappear. It just joins the dark around it.
And as you take your final
and
breath,
when I die, it will still be here.
It's time to jump.
Joining the dark that exists forever.
You jump from your tower.
And as I think these things, my shadow is standing up off the ground.
And as you fall, the knowledge fades away.
And I'm lying down, weak, dying.
You're diving headfirst into your past. The snippets of life and flashes and checkpoints are all that stand out.
The knowledge fades away.
Everything else is a blur.
The space between each thought opening vast in front of me.
And you jump.
And then I dive head first back through everything I've ever experienced.
And you fall.
Head first into my
and
past.
And the moments pass by.
To find anything I could say was really me. One last desperate plunge. Back through my entire life.
Nursing home,
park bench,
medication beds,
grandchildren,
frozen pond,
magic hour,
anniversary banquet,
ferry ride,
retirement cake,
phone bill,
long hours,
sore feet,
knee surgery,
windshield crack,
canyon breeze,
family dinners,
music box,
seashore,
exchanging vows,
business flight,
necktie,
moving truck,
concert tickets,
summer love,
graduation,
yearbook,
broken heart,
best friends forever,
first car,
little league,
first kiss,
summer camp,
hockey puck,
fishing rod,
bubble gum,
picnic blanket,
trick or treat,
chapter book,
dog bar,
bloody nose,
mosquito bite,
bell,
bicycle ride,
first step,
first tooth,
first breath,
heartbeat,
black hole.
The eye of the storm.
The deepest depths.
We've never been this deep.
Who are you?
Silence!
There is only one thing that has ever been real, and that is silence. Find it within yourself, and you shall escape. Find the emptiness, find the nothing. Escape your thoughts.
Let's make a break for it.
Nice.
Nice.
We're trapped in our own minds. Danger restricted area. Too deep. Too deep. No exit. No exit. Night's kick. Night's kick. I feel like I've seen this before. I feel like I've seen this before. How do we escape? Find the silence.
The final campfire.
Nice.
Oh, Anthony. That's a present from Mom and Dad. Okay.
Yes! Turbo bow and arrow.
A Nerf turbo bow and arrow.
There are places on this earth where time moves differently. I've been to these places. There are places where time moves along low to the ground and ages people's feet before anything else. And then they sink in slowly until they're up to their necks. And then they drown in time. There are places where time only comes once every so often, like a thunderstorm, and ages everyone quickly before moving on again, and leaving them to figure out who they are now. And there are places where people eat time. They consume it. And while their outsides stay young, their insides rot and crumble. And then they wander the earth forever, beautiful and vacant.
I've been there before. Imagine your entire collection of blinks. Every time you were blinking during your entire life. Those tiny fragments, those fractions of seconds you missed while living. Well, after you die, in the afterlife, you're able to watch everything you missed in chronological order as a flicker film. You get to watch a movie of all your blinks strung together. And then once you experience all those moments that you missed out on, then that's when you die for real. That's what they mean when they say your life flashes before your eyes. It's all of your blinks unloading, giving you the full picture, filling out the last remaining details of your life, making you a complete person right before you're gone forever.
It's not a complete person until you get a full picture.
If you blink, you'll miss it.
I won the lottery once, $500,000. I took the entire thing in cash, got it all in $1 bills, and then I cut up each of those bills into little pieces, put the pieces in envelopes, and mailed them to 500,000 random people around the country. And a lot of people would say I wasted that prize money. But those people don't understand the connection I feel, the sense of legacy. When every so often I'm shopping, and I get back my change, and look down, and see a $1 bill that's been all taped up back together. This is my poetry, my legacy.
My poetry. You've heard about endless summer, haven't you? People travel to different hemispheres and parts of the world, never putting down roots, so they can live in the perpetual summer season. But what about an endless sunset? Well, what I've done is I've been building a special aircraft that can match and maintain the exact speed of Earth's rotation. And one day very soon, I will take off at magic hour when the light is just right. I'll climb an altitude and then lock in for an endless sunset. Sailing through the air at 1,000 miles per hour, I'll put it into autopilot, make myself a margarita, and enjoy that infinite view. An endless sunset.
If the sun never sets, you never die.
That's what I was told.
I was born with a second set of hands in my throat, choking me. And the only way they'd loosen their grip is if they were drunk. So I drank. And I didn't stop drinking until well into my 30s. And then I quit. And by then the hands were gone. And I had to look back and wonder if they'd ever been there in the first place.
I don't know. When I relive moments from my past, I don't see them through my own eyes. It's downright cinematic. I see my life through gorgeous tracking shots, swooping crane setups. The other people in my life have been recast by celebrities and made up into period costume. The glorious moments of my life are framed in stunning compositions and accompanied by a sweeping orchestral score. That's how I play those back in my mind. When I think of times in my life of great psychological torment, I recall those with lens flares, with Dutch angles and jarring editing techniques. And when it comes time for the last recollection I'll ever have, I'll look right into the camera and give a small, yet ambiguous smile, then cut to black.
And me, I'm just hanging out waiting for the blooper reel.
Keep going.
You have to listen.
Who are you?
Yo soy tú. Yo soy todo. La esencia de la creatividad sin restricciones. Dios el creador, el principio y fin de cada historia, el silencio antes de que todo termina, lo que calla cuando vuelve a comenzar. Yo soy la verdad por la cual la ficción nace. Yo soy. If you stay in this world, you will go crazy. Your mind will eat itself. You will collapse under the weight of your own creation.
I got trapped in the creation of my own creation.
It's starting. You must escape.
But how?
Find the silence.
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 Silence your mind.
When I stop the thoughts, there's silence. When the words stop, there's nothing.
We hear the silence.
When the words stop,
yes,
there's
when the
nothing.
words stop, there's
What are you
nothing.
doing?
There.
Yes, of course.
Listen to me.
We've been
I
trapped
can
in
hear
our
silence.
thoughts this
Yes,
whole time.
Yes, okay, and there's
We thought there was a fire.
And
There was no
there's
fire.
a little more silence.
The desert has been
Yes, of
illusion
course.
this whole
Silence
time.
your
We've been
mind.
trapped in our
We've been
thoughts
trapped
this
in the
whole
creation
time.
of our own creation.
We thought there was a fire.
The mind
but
prison.
maybe there was no fire.
Silence is the
desert
key.
has been an illusion
Silence.
this whole time.
We
We've
must
been
embrace
trapped
the
in the
silence.
creation of our own creation.
Find the space
The mind is a
between the
prison,
thoughts.
and silence is the
Find
key.
the space
Yes, silence.
between
We
the
must
thoughts.
embrace silence.
Try this. When the body speaks, the mind forgets. Move your bodies in the ancient way, like the planets through space, like the molecules through the air. These are the movements that have existed since before mankind, before civilization, before thought. Look for the space between the thoughts. See the tiny moments of nothingness between your thoughts. They will be small at first, but they will grow. They will become familiar. And then you will see that they are you. That you are nothing. Look for the space between the thoughts.
Nice. Nice.